Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into 15 games that have earned their spot in gaming history, the kind of games that are always worth every penny you spend. Whether you're a hardcore gamer, a casual player, or just someone looking for a few unforgettable adventures, these titles never disappoint. Some of them might make you laugh, some will make you feel all kinds of emotions, and a few might even bring back a bit of nostalgia. So grab your controller, get comfy, and let's jump in. Alright, kicking things off with The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Complete Edition. Man, this game, it's just something else. You step into Geralt's boots and suddenly the world feels alive, like it's breathing around you. The quests aren't just filler. Every character, every choice, even the smallest side story has weight, and the landscapes, stunning. From war-torn villages to snow-covered mountains, it's a feast for the eyes. You'll laugh at the banter, feel the tension in a fight, and yeah, maybe even get a little emotional here and there. Honestly, it's the kind of game that sticks with you long after you've put down the controller. Next up, we've got Red Dead Redemption 2. Wow, this game is pure cinematic gold. You're not just playing Arthur Morgan, you're living his world. The attention to detail is insane. The way the wind moves through the grass, the way towns feel alive with people going about their day, it's incredible. The story hits hard at times, but it's those small, quiet moments riding through the open plains that really stick with you. And the side activities? From fishing to robbing trains? Yeah, guilty. Laugh. It's endlessly satisfying. Honestly, it's one of those games that makes you just stop for a second and go, wow, games can really do this? Alright, now let's talk about Elden Ring. If you've ever wanted a game that's equal parts beautiful and brutal, this is it. The world is massive, mysterious, and full of surprises. You never know what's around the next corner, and honestly, that's part of the thrill. Combat is intense, every fight feels meaningful, and when you finally beat a tough boss, man, that rush is unreal. Exploration is so rewarding too. Sometimes you just wander off the beaten path and discover something totally unexpected. It's challenging, yeah, but in the best way, and it's exactly the kind of game you'll remember for years. Next up, Skyrim, Special Edition. Man, this game is a classic for a reason. You can dive in and do literally anything, be a hero, a villain, or just wander the mountains hunting deer or dragons if you're feeling brave. The world feels massive, alive, and full of stories waiting for you to stumble upon. Even after all these years, it's easy to get lost for hours just exploring towns, dungeons, or snowy peaks. And let's be honest, shouting Fus Ro Da never gets old laughs. It's the kind of game that never really leaves you. You'll find yourself thinking about your adventures long after you've put it down.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius to join the defense. God's guide you, headlong.
Now let's talk about God of War, 2018. Wow, this one hits different. You're stepping into Kratos' world, but this time it's more personal, more human. The relationship between him and Atreus is genuinely touching, and it gives the story so much heart without ever slowing down the action. Combat is visceral and satisfying. You really feel every swing of the Leviathan axe. And the Norse realms? Absolutely gorgeous, full of secrets and surprises that make exploration a joy. Honestly, it's one of those games where you're both on the edge of your seat and quietly soaking in the story at the same time. Pure masterpiece. Next up, Grand Theft Auto 5. This one. It's basically a world you can't stop exploring. Whether you're tearing through Los Santos on a high-speed chase, pulling off a perfectly planned heist, or just messing around with friends online, there's never a dull moment. The story itself is sharp, funny, and at times, surprisingly emotional, but honestly, it's the freedom that keeps you coming back. And the details? From bustling streets to quiet back alleys, the city feels alive in a way few games can pull off. It's chaotic, it's thrilling, and yeah, sometimes you'll just laugh at the sheer madness you can get up to. Classic. Now, let's dive into Horizon Forbidden West. This game. Wow, it's a visual masterpiece. Aloy's journey takes you through vibrant landscapes from lush jungles to sun-scorched deserts, and every corner of the world feels alive. The combat is smart and satisfying. You're constantly switching tactics, taking down massive machines, and just feeling that rush of victory. The story hits emotionally too, with moments that genuinely make you care about the world and its people. Honestly, wandering around this world can be just as fun as the main quest, and it's one of those games where you pause, look around, and think, yeah, this was totally worth it. Next up, Dark Souls 3. This one's a toughie in the best way. The game doesn't hold your hand, and every enemy encounter keeps you on your toes. But that's exactly what makes it so rewarding. When you finally overcome a boss that's been kicking your butt for hours. That feeling? Unmatched. The world itself is dark, haunting, and beautiful all at once, with lore that sneaks up on you if you pay attention. And honestly, the thrill of exploration and discovery, finding a hidden path or secret area, never gets old. It's challenging, intense, and incredibly satisfying, and you'll remember your victories long after you put down the controller. Alright, now let's talk about Mass Effect Legendary Edition. If you've ever wanted to feel like a true space hero, this trilogy delivers. You get to shape your own story as Commander Shepard, making choices that actually matter and watching the galaxy react to every decision. The characters? Memorable, full of personality, and some of them will genuinely stick with you long after you finish the game. And the missions are thrilling, whether you're exploring new planets, engaging in tense combat, or just having a quiet moment with your crew, it all feels meaningful. Honestly, it's the kind of series that makes you wish you could jump right back into the cockpit and do it all over again. Next up, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Jumping into Ivor's world is like stepping straight into the Viking Age. You raid, explore, and just live that epic life. The world is huge, full of hidden secrets, beautiful landscapes, and towns bustling with life. Combat is satisfying, with plenty of ways to tackle enemies, and the story hits that perfect mix of personal stakes and epic adventures. And honestly, there's something really fun about just wandering the countryside, discovering long-lost treasures, or joining a raid. You get that genuine sense of freedom. It's immersive, exciting, and a game that really makes you feel like a legend in your own saga. Alright, now let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077. After all the patches and updates, this game really shines. Night City feels alive in a way that's almost overwhelming, in the best way. The streets are buzzing with life, the neon lights make every corner pop, and the story? Deep, gritty, and full of choices that actually matter. Combat is fast-paced and satisfying, whether you're hacking your way through a mission or going in guns blazing. And honestly, the side quests are often just as memorable as the main story. You'll meet characters that stick with you long after you log off. It's a wild, immersive ride that's totally worth experiencing.
You piss off this time, Johnny.
Next up, Persona 5 Royal. This one's a mix of style, strategy, and story that just clicks. You step into the shoes of the Phantom Thieves, balancing school life, friendships, and these wild dungeon-crawling adventures. The turn-based combat is super satisfying once you get the hang of it, and the music and visuals? Absolutely iconic, they stick with you long after you've played. Honestly, it's the little moments that make this game shine too. Chatting with friends, exploring the city, or just seeing how your choices shape the story. It's charming, clever, and one of those games you keep coming back to because it's just fun.
Come, you're mine.
All right, now let's dive into Starfield. If you've ever dreamed of exploring space on your own terms, this game delivers big time. The universe is massive, full of planets to discover, factions to meet, and secrets hiding just around the corner. Spaceship customization and combat feel satisfying, and there's something genuinely exciting about charting your own path among the stars. The story hits with that classic Bethesda mix of epic adventure and small personal moments, and honestly, wandering a new planet for the first time, that sense of wonder never gets old. It's exactly the kind of game that makes you feel like you're really part of something huge. Next up, Ghost of Tsushima. This game is just stunning. Literally every frame feels like a painting. You step into Jin's shoes and experience feudal Japan in a way that's both epic and intimate. Combat is precise and satisfying, whether you're dueling enemies or sneaking through shadows, and the open world is full of breathtaking vistas and hidden stories. Honestly, there are moments where you just pause and take it all in. The wind through the grass, the distant mountains. It's beautiful. The story itself hits emotionally too, with choices that feel meaningful and a journey that really sticks with you. It's immersive, thrilling, and impossible to forget. Finally, let's talk about Baldur's Gate 3. If you've ever wanted a tabletop RPG experience without the dice and miniatures on your table, this game nails it. The depth is incredible. You can craft your character, make choices that genuinely affect the story, and team up with companions who feel alive and full of personality. Combat is strategic and rewarding, and exploration always keeps you on your toes, with secrets and surprises around every corner. Honestly, it's the kind of game where you can spend hours just experimenting, trying different paths, and discovering new ways to tackle challenges. It's deep, engaging, and exactly the type of game you'll remember for years. And that's a wrap on our list of 15 timeless games that are always worth every penny. Each one of these titles offers something unique, whether it's an unforgettable story, an incredible world to explore, or gameplay that keeps you hooked for hours. These aren't just games, they're experiences that stick with you long after you've put down the controller. So if you haven't played any of these yet, or if it's been a while, now's the perfect time to dive in. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this list, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your favorite timeless game in the comments below. Happy gaming!